When recovering from an injury or medical condition, there is no better place to do so than your own home. Here to tell us what Home Rehab Express can do for you or a loved one is Marcos Porras and also Dr. Scott Thompson. Good morning. Great to have you both back.
Good morning.
We're going to talk about arthritis this morning, and it's something you hear about a lot. But what is it exactly, Dr. Thompson?
So arthritis is a global term that we use to describe a degenerative joint disease. So that can be from any type of problem. Most specifically, we're discussing osteoarthritis, but it can be due to a previous trauma or something like a rheumatoid arthritis, which is an inflammatory condition.
It certainly has to be painful.
Yeah.
Any other symptoms that we should be looking for?
Definitely. So the most significant symptoms that we see are pain, decreased range of motion. There can also be a change in the alignment. So sometimes like having a knock knee or a bow leg, that can increase over time, and that could be a sign of progression of arthritis.
Okay. Is this something that happens at any age, or can it happen at any time?
That's an excellent question. So in younger patients, you can see something such as a juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. That's not as common. It typically happens as a degenerative process, which means it gets worse over time. So it tends to happen in older populations.
Is it something that just happens, that you just notice, or does that pain slowly start to develop?
So it can be the result of a previous trauma or injury, but what we typically see is that the pain gets worse over time. And people tend to come to the doctor once it becomes unbearable.
Well, I know what you guys are thinking, and that's what can we do about it? So if somebody is suffering from it, there are hopefully options out there, right?
Definitely treatments. So things that can, lifestyle adjustments like weight loss and exercise are very important initial treatments. And we can go from anywhere from medications by mouth to injections and even surgical treatments.
So Marcos, talk about how you guys can help too with Home Rehab Express. You offer some great services for...
Yeah, as a home health agency, we go out and provide the ancillary services for that recovery and or treatment of the disease process.
And what is recovery like? What are we looking at once we do find that relief? Is it something, can you heal it? Does it get better, or?
The goal of treatment is to improve the symptoms due to arthritis and even prevent the progression of that disease. So over time, our goal is to get patients back to their usual level of activities and get them back to doing things that they want to do.
Just comfortable, and that's why your services are great, because you can do that in the comfort of your own home. How long does that typically last once you get it treated? I mean, are you going to notice that relief right away? Is it going to, how long does that?
Yeah, it depends on the treatment, but the goal with something like an injection is that the pain relief should be pretty quick within the first couple of days, and then hopefully last over a period of time. However, with the process of arthritis, it tends to be progressive over time, so sometimes we have to do other treatments like a surgery.
So what's the takeaway? What do you want our viewers at home to know if they are...
The takeaway is if you're having a joint pain that's really impacting your quality of life, you don't have to ignore it or wait for it to get worse. There are treatments that aren't surgical that can make you improve your functionality and your mobility and decrease your pain.
And Marcos, as we close here, talk about how they can benefit from Home Rehab Express and what they can expect. How do you evaluate their situation?
Well, basically we start off by doing a home assessment, and a lot of people don't understand that their own homes can actually be an architectural nightmare. With throw rugs or even coffee tables too close to be able to use a cane or an assisted device, such as a walker. So we go in, address those kind of issues, and make sure that you're basically not going to hurt yourself at home.
Yeah, some of those simple things that you may not think about until you're in the position. So you guys are certainly able to help with that. All right, if you want to learn more about their services, thank you, gentlemen, both so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you back. Head online to our website. We're going to have more at box4morningblend.com. All right, you've thought about it, maybe even browsed some websites, but making the decision to have plastic surgery should be one that you think about carefully. Now, coming up, we'll talk about taking the next step and how you can get a free consultation.